First contact. Senior observer Zix 427 adjusted her sensory filaments as the readings came in again. The energy signatures from the isolated star system were unlike anything recorded in the Galactic Confederation's archives. At first, they had dismissed the system as primitive, its third planet still burning hydrocarbons, its space presence limited to its immediate stellar neighborhood. But these readings changed everything. Impossible, her research partner Clint muttered, his crystalline form shifting colors in agitation. These beings are manipulating quantum fields through acoustic waves. The observation post orbiting the system's outer gas giant had been monitoring Earth for 3 stellar cycles. The Confederation's strict non-interference protocols for developing civilizations had kept them hidden, watching as the humans slowly expanded their presence through their solar system. But now, this discovery threatened to upend centuries of sino-anthropological doctrine. Zix 427 focused her sensors on a human mining operation near their moon. The humans weren't using conventional energy beams or gravity manipulators to extract resources. Instead, their machines emitted precise sound frequencies that somehow interfered with matter at its most fundamental level. The operators appeared to be singing to their equipment. "Send the data to Central Command," she ordered. "This requires immediate evaluation." Within hours, the Confederation's Science Council convened an emergency session. The holographic chamber filled with representatives from 1,000 worlds, their varied forms united in their shock at the evidence before them. These humans have developed harmonic technology without first mastering basic antimatter manipulation. Council Elder Vress's tentacles writhed in disbelief. It defies all known technological progression models. More importantly, interjected Security Director Mon, her metallic scales gleaming under the chamber's lights. "They've weaponized it. Observe." The chamber filled with images of human military exercises, sonic cannons that could disassemble matter at the molecular level, shield generators that used standing waves to deflect incoming fire. Most disturbing of all, human operators mentally interfacing with their machines through what appeared to be some commands. "We must initiate contact," Elder Vress declared. "This technology, it could revolutionize our understanding of the universe, or destroy it." The decision to reveal themselves to humanity came with unprecedented speed. The Confederation, for all its bureaucratic nature, recognized both the opportunity and danger in delay. Within days, a contact fleet assembled at the edge of Earth's solar system. Admiral Sarah Chen of the United Earth Defense Force was the first human to witness the Confederation ships emerge from hyperspace. Their crystalline vessels curved and spiraled in ways that defied conventional engineering, beautiful and alien in the stark light of space. "All stations, hold position," she ordered, her voice steady despite the historic moment. "And someone get me Dr. Rivera. His sonic mapping technology is about to get a real test." Dr. Marcus Rivera had revolutionized human technology 20 years earlier with his discovery of the harmonic principle, the idea that sound waves, properly modulated, could influence quantum fields. His theories had transformed everything from mining to medicine, but now they faced their greatest test. The first transmission from the alien fleet came as a surprise, not through conventional radio waves, but as a complex series of vibrations that human sensors interpreted as music. Dr. Rivera, aboard the UES Beethoven, smiled as he analyzed the signal. "They're speaking our language," he said, his fingers dancing across his console's acoustic interface. "Or at least, they're trying to." The response he composed was elegant in its simplicity, Earth's standard greeting package encoded in a symphony of quantum harmonics. The alien ship's response was immediate, their crystalline hulls resonating with colors that human sensors interpreted as excitement or surprise. "They didn't expect us to respond in kind," Admiral Chen observed. "I think we just shocked the advanced aliens." The next hours were a blur of diplomatic protocols and scientific exchange. The Confederation representatives, once aboard the Beethoven, were fascinated by the human acoustic interfaces, Their own technology, based on crystalline computing and energy manipulation, seemed sterile and rigid in comparison to the flowing, organic way humans interacted with their machines. "Your species sings to the universe," Elder Vress observed, watching Dr. Rivera calibrate a sonic mapper. "And somehow, impossibly, it sings back." But not all the alien observers shared this wonder. Security Director Mon, watching humans literally hum their ship's systems to life, saw not beauty but threat. A species that could manipulate matter through sound alone was unpredictable, dangerous. Her classified report to the Security Council carried a clear warning. Humanity's unique abilities made them either the Confederation's greatest potential allies or its gravest threat. As the first day of contact drew to a close, Dr. Rivera stood in the Beethoven's observation deck, watching the alien ships orbit in their precise patterns. He hummed softly, feeling the ship's systems respond to his voice, a harmony of human and machine that had become second nature to his people. "We're not what they expected," Admiral Chen said, joining him at the window. "No," Rivera agreed. "We're not. The question is, what will they do about it?" The answer to that question would reshape the galaxy, though none of them yet knew how drastically. As humanity prepared to join the galactic community, the songs of their machines echoed through space, a prelude to either a grand symphony of cooperation or a discord that would shake the stars themselves. The Harmony Protocol. 6 months after first contact, the Galactic Confederation's premier research station hummed with activity. Literally hummed. The human scientists within had brought their sonic technology with them, and the station's crystalline architecture resonated with their work in ways that both delighted and disturbed its regular inhabitants. Dr. Marcus Rivera stood before the Confederation's Science Council, conducting what appeared to be an orchestra of machines. With subtle gestures and carefully modulated tones, he manipulated quantum fields into complex patterns, demonstrating the flexibility of human harmonic technology. "As you can see," he explained, as a matrix of energy danced to his commands, "the fundamental frequencies of the universe respond to precise acoustic manipulation. We found that organic intelligence, specifically human neural patterns, can interface with these frequencies in ways your crystalline computers cannot." The council chamber erupted in overlapping discussions. Elder Vress's tentacles waved in excitement, while others showed signs their species' equivalent of concern. Security Director Mon, watching from her elevated position, felt her scales bristle. "And this interface," she interrupted, "it works with any technology, including Confederation systems." Rivera hesitated, aware of the implications. "Yes, though we've developed strict protocols. Protocols that your people created without Confederation oversight." Man's scales shifted to a darker hue. Are we to simply trust that humans will not abuse this ability? Before Rivera could respond, a commotion erupted outside the chamber. A group of human engineers, led by Dr. Sarah Chen's daughter, Lieutenant Maya Chen, had just prevented a catastrophic reactor failure in the station's power core. They'd done it by singing, their harmonized voices creating a containment field when the conventional systems failed. "Trust?" Maya asked, entering the chamber. Her voice carried the authority of someone who'd just saved thousands of lives. "We just prevented a disaster using our technology. Technology we're willing to share." The incident sparked fierce debate within the Confederation. Humanity's sonic abilities had proven both their worth and their danger. They could interface with, and potentially control, any technological system they encountered. The Harmony Protocol, humanity's ethical framework for using their abilities, seemed insufficient to many Confederation hardliners. In her private chambers, Security Director Mon met with a select group of military leaders. "They can bypass our most sophisticated security measures with a song," she hissed. "They've already spread throughout Confederation space, helping with technical problems, improving our systems. How long before they realized they could control everything?" But the humans were proving frustratingly difficult to demonize. Their applications of sonic technology consistently focused on creation rather than destruction. They healed with harmonic resonance, built with acoustic manipulation, and seemed genuinely eager to share their discoveries. Dr. Rivera worked closely with Confederation scientists, helping them understand the principles behind human sonic technology. The key, he explained to a fascinated group of researchers, is that we don't force the universe to obey us. We listen to its natural frequencies and work with them. It's a dialogue, not a command. This philosophy particularly intrigued the crystalline species, whose natural form resonated with certain frequencies. Elder Vress himself underwent a voluntary human sonic healing treatment, emerging with his crystalline matrix strengthened and purified. They understand harmony in ways we never imagined, he declared to the council. Their technology isn't primitive, it's fundamental. But even as cooperation flourished in scientific circles, tension mounted in military and political spheres. Human ships, though few in number, proved remarkably adaptable. Their sonic systems could analyze and interact with any technology they encountered, leading some to fear they were gathering intelligence for future conquest. Lieutenant Maya Chen, now heading a joint Human Confederation research team, noticed the growing strain. Security checks became more frequent. Access to certain facilities was restricted. Some Confederation members began recalling their scientists from joint projects. "They're afraid of us," she told her mother during a secured quantum call. "Not because of what we've done, but because of what we could do." Admiral Chen, now Earth's primary military liaison to the Confederation, understood the dilemma. "Power always frightens those who don't possess it," she replied. "Especially power they don't understand." The situation reached a tipping point when a human maintenance worker, humming absently while repairing a door mechanism, accidentally accessed classified military files through the station's resonating crystalline structure. Though completely unintentional, the incident confirmed Security Director Man's worst fears. "They cannot be contained," she argued before a closed session of the Security Council. "Their very voices are weapons. Every human is a potential security breach." As restrictions on human activities increased, Dr. Rivera recognized the growing crisis. The harmony they sought with the universe was being drowned out by fear. But he also knew that fear often preceded understanding, and humanity's greatest challenge would be maintaining their principles in the face of suspicion. In his private lab, Rivera continued his work, singing to the quantum fields, listening to the universe's reply. The patterns were changing, suggesting turbulence ahead. Humanity's song had joined the cosmic symphony, but whether it would lead to harmony or discord remained to be seen. Discordant notes. The attack came without warning. The human mining colony on Kepler 186 had just begun its night cycle when the automated defenses detected incoming ships. Their crystalline hulls bore no identification, but their intent became clear as they opened fire on the colony's sonic shield generators. Lieutenant Maya Chen, visiting the colony to implement new harmonic resonance technologies, found herself in the middle of the crisis. The colony's conventional shields were failing under the assault, but she heard something in the attackers' weapon frequencies, a pattern she could work with. "Everyone with sonic training, to your stations," she commanded over the emergency broadcast. "Miners, I need your sonic drilling rigs recalibrated to my specifications. We're about to give our visitors a lesson in harmony." The attacking forces, led by commanders loyal to Security Director Mon, expected an easy victory. The mining colony's defenses were minimal, its population mostly civilians. What they didn't expect was for the entire colony to begin singing. Maya had recognized that the attackers' energy weapons operated on specific frequencies. As the colonists raised their voices in synchronized harmony, their song interfaced with the mining equipment's sonic emitters. The resulting frequency matched and canceled the enemy weapons' energy signatures, rendering them useless. "Impossible," one of the attack commanders whispered as their ship's weapons failed. "They're neutralizing our attacks with mining equipment." But the humans weren't finished. The same sonic technology used to break down ore deposits could also create powerful vibrations in ship hulls. The miners adjusted their equipment's frequencies, and the attacking vessels began to shake. "This is Lieutenant Maya Chen," she broadcasted on all frequencies. "Your ships are now experiencing harmonic resonance at their structural frequency. We can shake them apart, or you can retreat. Choose quickly." In orbit above Earth, Admiral Sarah Chen received word of the attack. Her first instinct was to launch a full military response, but she understood the deeper game being played. This wasn't just an attack. It was a test. Security Director Mon had orchestrated this rogue action carefully. If humans responded with full military force, it would justify her warnings about their dangerous potential. If the colony fell, it would demonstrate their vulnerability. But the mining colony's defensive victory using repurposed industrial equipment had given them a third option. "Send the recordings of the defense to every Confederation world," Admiral Chen ordered. "Let them see how humans fight when attacked. Not with overwhelming force, but with innovation and restraint." The footage spread quickly through Confederation networks. The sight of civilians using mining equipment to defend themselves, choosing to disable rather than destroy their attackers, challenged many preconceptions about humanity's warlike nature. Dr. Rivera, analyzing the incident with Elder Vress, pointed out the deeper significance. Notice how they work together, their voices joining in harmony to protect their home. This is the true power of our sonic technology. It requires cooperation, understanding, and balance. But Security Director Mon wasn't finished. The failed attack had only strengthened her conviction that humans were too dangerous to remain free. In secret facilities throughout Confederation space, she gathered supporters and resources. If humans could turn mining equipment into defensive weapons, what could they do with actual military technology? The answer came sooner than expected. A routine inspection of a Confederation battlecruiser revealed that human maintenance workers had inadvertently left their sonic signatures in its systems. The ship's crystalline computing core had absorbed the frequencies of their work songs, creating unintended backdoors in its security. "They're infiltrating our military networks just by singing while they work," Mon presented to her coalition. "Every human voice is a potential key to our most sensitive systems. We must act decisively." Meanwhile, Maya Chen's successful defense of the mining colony had earned her a promotion and a new assignment. The Confederation Science Council, led by Elder Vress, wanted to better understand how humans had achieved such precise control over sonic frequencies. She would head a research team studying the intersection of human harmonic technology and Confederation systems. But as she delved deeper into the research, Maya discovered something disturbing. The attack on the mining colony hadn't been an isolated incident. Similar accidents and system failures were occurring throughout human space, testing their defenses and responses. "They're probing us," she reported to her mother. "Learning our capabilities, our limits, our patterns of response. This isn't over. It's just beginning." Admiral Chen agreed. The harmony humanity sought with the universe would have to be fought for. As reports of more anti-human activities filtered in, she knew they were approaching a crescendo that would shake the foundations of the Confederation itself. In his laboratory, Dr. Rivera continued his research, but now with a new urgency. The universe's song had taken on a darker tone, and humanity would need every advantage to face what was coming. The question was no longer whether there would be conflict, but how humanity's song would weather the approaching storm. The concert of war. Security Director Man's assault began with a symphony of destruction. 300 crystalline warships emerged from hyperspace across human-controlled space, their weapons already charging. But instead of panic, they were met with song. Admiral Sarah Chen had anticipated this moment. Every human settlement, ship and station began broadcasting on frequencies that interfaced directly with the crystalline ship's systems. Not to attack, but to communicate. "This is your only warning." Her message resonated through the crystalline hulls themselves. "Your ships are now within our harmonic network. We don't want to destroy you. Stand down." Man's response was immediate. "Fire all weapons. Their sonic tricks cannot stop a full military assault." The space around human colonies erupted in energy as the Confederation ships launched their attack. But humanity had prepared well. Years of studying crystalline technology had taught them its fundamental frequencies, its resonant points, its harmonies and dissonances. Dr. Rivera, coordinating from the defense platform Terra Prime, initiated the Harmonic Defense Protocol. Every human ship and station began emitting precisely calibrated sonic frequencies. The crystalline ship's energy weapons struck harmonic shields that didn't just block their attacks. They absorbed and redirected the energy. Status report. Admiral Chen demanded as the first wave of attacks dissipated. Their weapons are at 40% efficiency and dropping. Maya Chen reported from her tactical station. Our harmonic fields are converting their attack energy into constructive interference patterns. The more they fire, the stronger our defenses become. But Man wasn't finished. Her ships began launching autonomous combat drones, their crystalline bodies designed to be immune to sonic manipulation. The drones swarmed toward human positions, only to find themselves caught in something unexpected: music. Lieutenant Maya Chen had developed a new application of sonic technology. Human ships broadcast complex melodic patterns that the drone's crystalline processors interpreted as command codes. The drones, their basic programming unable to distinguish between legitimate commands and sonic mimicry, became confused. Target their command and control systems, Maya ordered. Don't destroy them. Reprogram them. Across the battlefield, human crews worked in harmony, their voices joining with their technology to turn the tide. Mining ships used their sonic drills to create defensive screens. Medical vessels broadcast healing frequencies that strengthened their allies' shields. Even civilian craft contributed, their combined emissions creating a complex web of sonic interference. In her flagship, Security Director Mon watched in growing horror as her forces were systematically neutralized, not destroyed, disabled, disarmed, or converted. The humans were winning without massacring their opponents. Impossible, she hissed, scales darkening with rage. No species can show such restraint in war. No technology can be this precise. But the evidence was undeniable. Human sonic technology didn't just interface with Confederation systems. It understood them, worked with them, improved them. The humans weren't fighting against the crystalline ships. They were singing to them, working with their natural frequencies rather than fighting against them. Dr. Rivera's voice cut through the chaos of battle, broadcasting on all frequencies. Your ships are singing to us, Director Mon. Their crystalline matrices resonate with frequencies of peace, not war. Listen to them. And she could hear it. Through her flagship's sensors, through the crystalline structure of her command chair, she heard the harmony that humans had discovered. Her own ships were becoming instruments in their symphony. The turning point came when a group of crystalline beings aboard one of Mon's ships, moved by the humans' display of power and restraint, began resonating with the human frequencies. Their natural crystalline forms amplified the peaceful harmonics, spreading them through their vessel's systems. Stand down. The crystalline crew broadcast. The humans aren't destroying us. They're showing us a new way to exist with technology. One by one, Mon's ships fell silent, their weapons powered down, their crews in awe of what they'd witnessed. The humans had won not through superior firepower, but through understanding and applying the fundamental harmonies of the universe. Admiral Chen ordered all human forces to maintain defensive positions, but cease active sonic broadcasts. Let them hear the silence, she commanded. Let them choose what happens next. In her flagship, now drifting powerless among her defeated fleet, Security Director Mon faced a truth she had feared. Humanity's power wasn't in their ability to destroy, but in their capacity to transform. Their sonic technology wasn't a weapon to be feared, but a tool for understanding the deepest harmonies of existence. The battle was over, but its implications were only beginning to resonate through the Confederation. Humanity had demonstrated not just technological superiority, but a fundamentally different approach to power itself. They have fought a war with music, won with harmony, and showed mercy with understanding. As the dust settled, Dr. Rivera and Maya Chen began the work of healing the damaged ships and injured crews, their sonic technology now turning to restoration. The universe's song had changed, and with it, the future of both humanity and the Confederation. A new symphony. 1 year after the Battle of Harmonies, as it came to be known, the Galactic Confederation had changed. The Great Hall of the Science Council no longer held only the crystalline architecture of its builders. Now it resonated with human acoustic technology, the two systems working in perfect harmony. Dr. Marcus Rivera stood before a class of mixed species, humans, crystalline beings, and others who had once feared humanity's powers. His hands moved through the air, conducting streams of quantum energy as he taught the fundamental principles of harmonic technology. The universe isn't just filled with sound, he explained, as patterns of light and energy danced around him. It is sound. Every particle, every wave, every piece of matter and energy has its own frequency. Our achievement wasn't in creating these harmonies, but in learning to listen to them. In orbit above, Lieutenant Maya Chen, now director of the Joint Harmonic Research Initiative, worked with former enemy ships, their crystalline systems now integrated with human sonic technology. The vessels that had once attacked human colonies now served as training platforms, teaching both species the art of harmonic cooperation. The key was never in the technology itself, she told her students, a mix of human and Confederation engineers. It was in understanding that true power comes from working with the natural frequencies of the universe, not against them. Security Director Mon, stripped of her position after the failed war, had been given an unexpected opportunity. Instead of punishment, the Confederation Council had assigned her to work directly with human scientists, understanding the technology she had once feared. Today, she stood in a chamber filled with crystalline resonators, her scales shifting colors as she learned to sing to the machines. I fought against this, she admitted to Admiral Chen during a diplomatic function. I couldn't see that what I thought was a weapon was really a bridge. Admiral Sarah Chen, now Earth's ambassador to the Confederation, nodded in understanding. Fear of the unknown is natural. What matters is what we learn from it. The implications of human harmonic technology had spread far beyond military applications. Confederation ships now incorporated sonic healing chambers, their crystalline structures amplifying the therapeutic frequencies. Construction projects used harmonically aligned tools that worked with materials rather than forcing them. Even space itself seemed more accessible, as ships using combined human and Confederation technology discovered new ways to navigate the cosmos. Elder Vress, his crystalline form now permanently altered by exposure to human harmonics, had become the strongest advocate for human Confederation cooperation. We thought ourselves advanced, he told the Council, but humans showed us that true advancement lies not in dominating the universe's forces, but in joining its song. Deep in space, at the edge of explored territory, a new type of research station demonstrated the full potential of this cooperation. Its crystalline structure was continuously shaped and maintained by harmonic fields, while human sonic technology interfaced with its systems in ways neither species could have achieved alone. Dr. Rivera worked there frequently, studying how the combined technologies affected the very fabric of space-time. Each discovery shows us how much more there is to learn, he said during a recorded lecture. The universe's song is infinite, and we've only begun to understand its melody. The station had become a symbol of the new era, a place where the rigid perfection of crystalline technology merged with the fluid adaptability of human harmonics. Species that had once viewed each other with suspicion now worked together, their differences becoming strengths rather than barriers. Maya Chen, overseeing a particularly delicate experiment involving quantum harmonics, reflected on how far they had come. We never needed to prove we were powerful, she told her team. We needed to prove we were wise enough to use our power well. The human colonies that had once been targets for destruction were now centers of learning, where beings from across the Confederation came to study the art of harmonic technology. the mining colony where Maya had first demonstrated the defensive capabilities of sonic technology, had been transformed into a prestigious academy. Even the automated combat drones that had once attacked human settlements had found a new purpose. Reprogrammed through harmonic interfaces, they now served as exploration vessels, their crystalline bodies perfectly suited for gathering data on the universe's fundamental frequencies. Admiral Chen, watching a group of young humans and aliens learning to sing to the stars together, felt a deep satisfaction. "We didn't just change the Confederation," she told her daughter during a private moment. "We changed ourselves." The universe, it seemed, had been waiting for someone to hear its song properly. Humanity, with their unique understanding of harmony and resonance, had opened a door that could never be closed. The Symphony of Stars had gained new voices, and its music would continue to evolve and grow. As the first generation of human-trained Confederation harmonicists graduated from the Academy, Dr. Rivera stood at his observatory window, listening to the ever-present song of the cosmos. The future was uncertain, but it would be faced together, each species contributing its own unique note to the universal symphony. The universe sang on, and now more voices than ever joined in its eternal chorus.